This is a software that's available both as an app and on the internet called Planner 5D. You pay a certain amount a month. I'll have to look it up how much it is. And you can create your own floor plan, or you can upload a floor plan that you already have, and it'll do its best to bring that into the software. You may have to mess with the size of the walls, but it'll get all the proportions right. And then you can just go and change a bedroom from 14.5 feet to 15.5 feet. But I wanted to show it to everyone because it's really allowed me to kind of do what people are talking about seeing things in 3D, and both like put my furniture into things and see if I think there's enough room. I can put, like, for instance, I was a little worried about this morning room, kitchen area, if it was going to be big enough. So that's my table, and then there's a tool over here that you can put, you scroll in, you can measure things. So I was able to measure that this was about 3 feet, and then I took my own table and I see if 3 feet's enough to kind of work around and get around comfortably. But I also wanted to show that you can walk through your home and get a sense of how it feels. And it's not perfect, it's a little clunky, but this is my first floor. You can add a second floor. I have another plan that I've done that. Maybe I can go into it. It doesn't handle, like, I have a taller living room. When I put a second floor on, I have to make sure that oops, see, it can get clunky. Back out again. I know where I am. Go in the house. So I'm on the side of my house now. Back out, that's the garage. Go back in the front door. And then you walk in my front door. Let me get myself more up at proper height. And you can kind of really see what your front entrance looks like. That should be that's my double size living room, so those windows will be more like 14 feet high. Not ideal, but it's kind of what I have to deal with as far as I can come up with, because that living room needs to be sort of its own square, own rectangle to accommodate the double height. And I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking and manipulating the computer at the same time. But you can see my kitchen. If I want to get a better view, I did this last night. I just moved this island out of the way, and I can get a better view of what my cabinets look like without the island. And then I can go back and put them back where they need to be. What happened? Sorry. And then, I was able to go into that eating area. It's going to be an eating area plus a little bit of a study section for my kids. I don't let them be on computers up in their bedrooms. Just a little rule we have in our house. But I can go down the hallway to the mudroom. Unfortunately, you can't open and close doors, so you're kind of stuck with them. If you want to see what things look like without the door, if the door is shut, you can do what I just did with the island and remove it for a second. Those are some like U-shaped stairways, like cubbies in the hallway, laundry room, and master bath. If you're having trouble seeing a room because it's so tiny, like here's my pantry off of my kitchen. I was designing what the cabinets were supposed to look like in there last night. You can click on a wall, and you hit this icon and it removes it. I don't know. Oh, that's what is that? That's my island on the way. And, I can move this door out of the way, and then I can see what I was trying to go for with my pantry. Colors aren't perfect. This is not the color I want for my house or my cabinets, but it's close. and you may not find your exact, that's not exactly what my double oven would look like. It would have pantries, cabinets at the top and bottom. And I'm sure the more you could play with it, you could probably put a lower base cabinet down there. You can change how high things are on the ceiling. You click here and you change the colors that you want. You click here, let me scroll back out, and you can change how high that cabinet is. That's the levitation, how high it is, the actual cabinet, the depth, the width, and kind of get a sense of things. Anyway, I just wanted to share this. I'd be happy to talk more, or if you have questions about the planner. But for me, who I have a fair amount of time right now to kind of make sure I really like my floor plan, it's really kind of giving me some confidence that let me go back and look at the living room the other direction. That's the super high. I've got them sort of at 14 feet ceilings right now. It's giving me some confidence that this 2D thing will end up looking somewhat like I like as a 3D object. I think personally for the front of my house, it's still worth getting a 3D rendering. Let me show you how you move things back in 3D. So that's my dog hitting my arm. So you just find those objects that you moved off, and you put them where you want. That's an island that I've had in a previous house that had a little bit of V in it, and I really liked it. It just made it a little bit less boring than sort of a straight 10-foot island. Anyway, I'm going to post this to our Facebook group, this little video. And again, it's called planner5d.com. When I post it, I'll try and figure out how much I pay to have rights to this software.